I speak unto thee this day, and I say that you are living in a time when men are so full of conceit, so full of deceit, they do not know me at all. That is, they are lacking in the knowledge of me because they have gone away. That is, they have gone away to find their own way. That is, the way of deception of their own conception. And I say all the while they are claiming that it is me that they love, that they serve, but it is not true. Now I say you are living in a time when many have filled themselves with lies. They boast continually day after day. That is, they are ever strutting and boasting as to how great they are, what it is that they will do. But I say the truth of it is they will do nothing except prove how deceived they are. And I say they will do nothing except walk afar off from me. Now I say that I, the living God, never called thee to walk afar off from me, to go in the way of your own deception, to go in the way of your own demise. But I say that I've called thee to come forth in the truth, the light, ever knowing of me, and knowing me as thy Maker, thy God. For I say that I, the living God, did intend even from the beginning that men would seek to be one with me. That is, that they would be seeking the knowledge of me above any other and every other thing. That is, that they could indeed know my ways and thereby abide in me. But I say, because men have made themselves gods, because they are lifted up in pride and boasting of their great works, I say they do not know me. But I say they know imagination, they know imitation and emulation, but I say it again, they do not know me. For all of their boasting and all of their proud exclamations, they do not understand my ways. But I say they merely invent, they merely conjure up, they merely think up whatever it is that they desire to believe. And then they attach my name to the same and declare that I have told them. But I say that I've told them nothing at all, because they do not humbly seek my face, my counsel, but I say they invent their own way. Now I say that I, the living God, am making fools of such fools, and I say that it is what they deserve. For I say they have said one thing, now they turn around and say another, and declare that I've told them the same. But I say that I've told them nothing at all, because they are too high-minded to receive from me. And I say they are vainly puffed up in the greatness of their so-called works, and I say that it is all deception before me. Now I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to follow such fools, for I say they will end in a ditch. That is, even though they may be considered great in the eyes of men, because of their boasting, their pride, and their arrogance, I say before me they are considered as fools. And I say it is because they have refused to know me as I am, and they have invented their own way. Now I say their way will take them in the course of their own damnation, their own destruction, and there they remain. For I say that I, the living God, never called men to walk afar off from me, to be deceived by their own way. But I say that I've called men to be coming forth, uplifted, directed, and guided in the truth, the light, the mercy of who I am. I say that I've called men to be ever purposed in the blessedness that I alone do bring day after day. Therefore I say, when you see the ones who are in proud array, when you see the ones who are boasting as to what they will do and how they will do it, know they are fools. For I say they are running on their own steam, they are not at all sent by me. And I say in the pride of their expectations, I say it is me, the living God, who will give them great dismay. For I say that I will cause all it is that they have conjured to be proven to be empty, futile, and vain. For I say that I, the living God, am not obligated to men that are full of pride and arrogance and boasting, and refuse to humble themselves before me. For I say such ones are shame unto my name. I say they are grief and a sorrow, for they are far from me. And I say they have chosen that way because they do not want to pay heed unto me. But I say they prefer instead to pay heed to the lies, the fabrications, the inventions that come into their minds that are nothing more than the work of demons. And I say they love to build people up to a great expectation that is nothing at all. Now I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to even believe the lies of such liars, for they are crafty inventions sent to deceive. And I say there are those who follow after such liars, but I say those lies will take them down the road of despair. I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to believe in the liars, nor any of their lies, but I say that I call thee to remain sober in me. And I say that I call thee to know me, to know what it is that I do declare, that you can indeed walk in the same. Now I say you are living in a time when so many are departed from me. I say they are full of falsehood on every hand. And I say they are refusing the knowledge of me to make up their own crafty inventions as to who and what they want me to be. That is, they want me to be exactly what it is that they can control and bear rule over me. But I say if you really look at the falsity, the vanity, the vexation that they are in, I say they are empty-headed fools. Now I say that I, the living God, never called thee to live in a space, a mindset whereby you pay heed to fools. But I say that I've called thee to walk in the truth, to come forth in the light that I provide. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that indeed you can continue ever believing, trusting, and hoping in me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is the way of truth and light and mercy provided. I say there are many who appear as though they are great kings and God's lords in this earth, and I say they have used my name to make their gain. But I say in the end it is me, the living God, who will reveal them to be the utter fools that they are. And I say it is me, the living God, who will indeed punish them throughout eternity in hell, because they have chosen their own way. And I say they have chosen the way that seemed right unto them, and that very way will prove to be their destruction. Now I say that I, the living God, do not intend that men would go a-whoring from me. That is, I do not intend that they would indeed be walking in the way of deceit, the way wherein they walk in foolery and vanity, vexation and pride. But I say that I've intended that men would be uplifted, coming forth in the truth, the light, the strength that I give them day by day. And I say that I've intended that men would know what it is to be kept always, because they are purposed in me. Now I say it is me, the living God, who does intend for thee to walk uprightly, who does intend for thee to be coming forth, ever given the hope, the peace, the strength, the safety of who I am. And it is me, the living God, who will indeed be purposing a people who will stay ever focused upon me. That is, stay focused upon the truth and the light, the strength and the mercy and the peace that I provide, ever thankful unto me. That is, ever guided in that which I give them, which is the blessedness, the truth, the mercy, and the peace day by day. Therefore I say this day, be glad that it is me, that you can continue to look to, that you can continue to receive of day after day. I say, be thankful that you can be knowing me, and not the vain conjecture of lying men. For I say, in a time when many will set their hopes upon false messengers, I say they shall be left in disillusionment and despair. And I say, because they followed vain persons rather than me, I say they will be left with the futility of the same. Now I say this day that I, the living God, do set before thee the way wherein you can be guided, the way wherein you are meant to walk. And I say, if you walk in that way with thanksgiving and gladness, you will be kept in me. But I say, if you grow weary of the sobering way that I provide, and you want to take up lies, what will you do? I say, you will follow the fools in the way of folly, and likewise be devoured in the same. Now I say, when you look upon these ones who do not even know my counsel, yet try to imitate the same, what do? I say they build men and women up to big false and flamboyant hopes, all to be crashed in the same. And I say they are ever leading people down the road of imitation and emulation, with their fabricated tales and crafty inventions. And I say they are always building up to some big explosion, some big extravaganza, some mega device of evil that they have thought up in their minds. For I say it is evil because their counsel is not of me, but I say it is of their own understanding. And I say they are trying to be superstars in the religious realm, but I say they simply lead men into a ditch. And I say it is in that ditch that they all flounder together, bringing forth nothing but wind. For I say they are all full of hot air, they are all full of lies, and they are all full of striving one against another to be the greatest there is. But I say the truth of it is they are striving in the competition of fools to see who is the greatest of all. For I say that I, the living God, am not impressed nor moved by any of their antics, for I say they are of their own invention. For I say they are false prophets, deceivers, and liars, leading men in their dismay and discouragement and despair. For I say when men are puffed up like a balloon and are found to be empty of the air that made them so, what do you see? I say you see them flabby, defeated, and discouraged because they have nothing at all. That is, they do not have the true substance that comes to those who will take the time to truly be knowing me. But I say instead they are as deflated balloons, dissipated heaps, with nothing at all in their lives. And I say it is because they chose the way of their own understanding, the way of their own perception, and loved it so. And I say because they chose those things above me, what did they do? I say they went in a course that took them in discouragement. They went in a course that took them in false euphoric hope that all ended in despair of soul. And I say because they have followed after vain persons, they gain nothing from the same. I say there are endless multitudes right now who once believed in me but are found in the heaps of wreckage along the way. And I say it is because they followed false messengers rather than the truth, and they lost out with me. Now I say that I, the living God, do not call thee to follow after falsehood, to be bound in lies and love it so. But I say that I call thee to learn to reject the false, to seek for the true, that you can indeed come forth in me. For I say you are not meant to be filled on lies, you are not meant to follow vain persons, all to your own dismay. But I say you are meant to be coming forth in the truth, the light, the strength of who I am, ever made glad in me. Now I say it is a privilege to be directed, to be corrected, to be ever guided in the truth, the light, the mercy of who I am. And I say it is a privilege to be a partaker of that which I give thee, which is the truth and the light upon thy path. For I say, if you want the true knowledge that comes of me, then I say, seek for me. That is, do not seek to follow after lies, fabricated tales and crafty inventions and big events that leave men empty. For I say, when you see the ones who are spreading the stories, the tales, and the extravaganza of what it is that they will do, know they will do nothing but fill you with delusion in the end. And I say, likewise, you will be left in confusion because you have followed after lies. I say there is no reason to pump yourself up for some big deal whereby men glorify themselves. I say there is every reason to live your lives daily for me and be thankful unto me, that it is me, the living God, who does give to thee the truth and the light, the mercy, the peace, and the hope of who I am. I say, therefore, be thankful that it is me that you can be serving, seeking to please and obey, that you are not led out of my way.